Hello there, I am Stanley BlubberButter, and
All
welcome
of his
back
co-workers were gone.
to my
What could it
parable.
mean? Stanley decided to go
Except
to
that
the
nobody
meeting.
cares
Perhaps
about
he had
what the
simply
developer
missed
says.
a memo.
Alright,
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
why not? Let's head this way.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a
Nope.
wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go
Closet.
up
You
to
guys
his
will find this
boss's office.
interesting.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No, this broom closet. My freaking... Oh, everything I need is in this broom closet.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet.
No, this is the
reason to
best
still
broom
be
closet
here.
I've ever seen. I am staying here in this broom closet. Here I am safe from your digginess.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some
You?
way. As
You're
it
talking?
is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
This broom closet. This is my new home.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
No.
Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
It's a broom closet. It's the best thing I've ever seen. You don't understand.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
I can
If
choose
I'd
to stay or
said
leave.
Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Well, keep that in mind for the next time.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
Yep.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite."
I've actually said that
I
before.
hope your friends find this concerning.
They did not. Because they didn't.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money.
Getting
Also,
thinner
Stanley
now?
is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Really? News to me.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Oh.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of
Okay,
before
let me
it
turn up the
begins
volume
to
then.
decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
My name is Steve BlubberButter, and I just came in this room and found a dead person lying out here, and I heard that amazing message from this obviously smart person in this computer screen, so I'm gonna just... Come on here.
Second player, it's good to have you on board.
Hey,
I guarantee
thank you.
can't do any worse than the person who came before
Oh, look at this broom closet, man! Let me get in here.
you. You too? Unbelievable.
Hey,
I'm
what?
at the mercy of an entire species of invalids.
I'm not an
Perhaps
invalid.
there's a monkey
In-
nearby you can have
yeah.
controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Oh, alright. Well, let's head this way.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, but I really want to see what's downstairs, so I'm just gonna go down here with my incredibly awful, fake, I don't even know what the crap
But
I'm trying to say
Stanley just
accent.
couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
That'd be scary.
He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished.
Random coffee
His
spilled
boss
on the
would
ground?
think he was crazy.
Someone died?
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe,
Alien
he
abduction.
thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a
circles.
single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
I have no
Many
feet!
doors close automatically behind him wherever he went.
Open
And for
the
that
door.
matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Yeah.
Were they simply repeating?
They are!
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
It isn't.
And
It's a
at
dream.
last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Yes, I'm dreaming!
He yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon.
Yep.
I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing
That's a
buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid?
Hey, whoa.
And then
we're not
perhaps the
stars.
strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Yeah, that is rather weird.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who
that's
found
freaky.
it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts.
It's like that
he
movie I
thought.
watched the other day.
And while
The
he
writer.
thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be?
It's not a dream.
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Yeah, no kidding.
After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago?
Yeah, that's
How
true.
else would the
That's
voice
true.
explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He
Yes.
would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited
No.
himself to wake up.
No, I don't want to close my
He
eyes.
felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up.
I will wake up.
Himself. I'm through with this dream. I
I'm
wish
done.
it to be over.
Time
Let
to
me
face
go
my
back to
normal,
my
boring
job.
life.
Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
Oh, I didn't know I was married.
All I want is my life exactly
did.
the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
I'm fine. I didn't wake up.
Stanley began screaming.
Ah!
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is
Wake me
Stanley.
up!
I have a boss. I have an office.
I have a
am
terrible
real.
boss.
Please,
Yeah,
just
whoa,
someone
whoa.
tell me
What's
I'm
going on?
real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I?
Ah!
And everything went black.
I died. Or did I wake up? No, I died.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place
Aw.
of work.
Is that what
But
I
on
look
this
like?
particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
That's...
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, For just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Well, that's depressing. This has been, the 4th episode of the Stanley Parable. You all have a great day, and I, Mr. BlubberButter, also named Stanley at this moment in time, will see you later. Bye.